Well, this is a big one, as today the Detroit Tigers of 2013 and the LA Dodgers of 1981 will play each other. The Detroit Tigers have a one-game lead over LA for the final playoff spot in their division. And this is very big. As you can see, both lineups, we have 30 games to go. And in this division, this is going to be a big one. Seriously, this is a big one. A big game. Here in Dodgers Stadium, we're about ready to go. Huge game, especially for 1981. If they lose, they'll be 2 down. But if you're Detroit, you want to win to make a 2 up. You want to sweep, actually. If you get a sweep, you'll be 3 up with 29 to go. In this kind of league, that's huge. That is really huge. We're going to be ready to go here in Los Angeles. So, yep. Let me take a look real quick. Oh, we have one of these. What is it? There's a home plate. Home plate. And wide. So here we go. Here's, why don't we just go home plate on all 3 of them? Home plate. So here we go. Bert Hooton will start off against Austin Jackson. Jackson, Infante, Cabrera, Garcia, Fielder, Peralta, Wines, Pena, and Dirks. Where the Tigers, they have a few good hitters, including Garcia at 375, Miguel Cabrera at 359, Omar Infante at 355, and Peralta at 348. More power in the Dodgers, as Ron Cey has 31 home runs. He leads everyone. And Steve Garvey with 22. So we're ready to go. Here's Bert Hooton, 7-3, 4.24 ERA. And Austin Jackson will start out. We're ready to go. Dodger Stadium. That'll be on the ground. Should be second to first. They get it 1 out. And in Los Angeles. Here's Omar Infante. He's at second base, hitting 355. So Omar Infante, that'll be a high pop fly. Underneath, this will be the third baseman will make the catch. That'll be 2 outs, Ron Cey. And there's a lot of cheering here. Detroit leads by 1 game. When Detroit leads by 1 game, this is Super Bowl tournament. Good to see you. You're never going to believe on our broadcast, if you want to go Sunday night, where I'm planning a trip Saturday to. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it if you, yeah, Sunday I might have a good tale. It's got to go through, though. It's got to go through. It's in the works. It'll be good. So here's Miguel Cabrera. Miguel to right field. This one is underneath. And at a leisurely pace in right field, making the catch is not Vladimir Guerrero, but it is Guerrero. I think it's Pedro Guerrero. We go to the bottom of the first, nobody's on base yet. Bottom of the first inning, it's Rick Porcello. He's the pitcher for the 2013 Tigers. He's 4-4, 6.13 ERA. 69 innings pitched. Here's Steve Sax. Steve Sax, 9 home runs, 28 RBI, and we are underway. The pitch, it'll be on the ground. Oh, they dive after it. Oh, and they throw it away. They throw it away, and Steve Sax will get on first. So Porcello drops it. He's the pitcher. He has an error. No hit. No hit there. Here's Steve Garvey. First base. Porcello, and that'll be a high pop fly. Underneath, shortstop will make the catch, 1 out. 1 out. Here's Pedro Guerrero, the right fielder. He made that last catch to end last inning. With a few big games going on. That's going to be fouled off, but this is underneath. This will be the first baseman. And that's going to be an out. That is Prince Fielder. 2 outs. And Ron Cey, the home run leader in baseball. All of this league. Ron Cey, the home run leader. Let's see what Porcello can do. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. At the end of the first inning, we got one on because of an error. The score, Detroit nothing, LA nothing.
Please remember to drink responsibly.
Tonight, football-wise, we go Pro Football 1966 season. Tonight, it'll be Oakland and Kansas City. The Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to keep Pittsburgh, the Miracle Steelers. They got to win tonight. If they win today, then against the Philadelphia Eagles, and that'll set up Pittsburgh and Dallas for a major showdown. Garcia, Abisail Garcia will be up, and that's going to be to right field. This could be the first base hit of the day, and it is in for a base hit. Garcia to second, they throw to second, and he is saved. So Abisail Garcia gets a hit, 15 doubles this year, and it's no outs, top of the second inning. Here's Prince Fielder. So Prince Fielder, a double. They walked him, and Fielder will go to first. If you're LA, you're down by a game. You know, with 30 to go, you know that's a big deal. Here's Johnny Peralta. That's the deep left field. And a line drive in, caught by Rick Monday. They throw it in, 2 out. 1 out, sorry. 1 out, 2 on. Here's Matt Wines, the DH. He's hitting .295, 11 home runs, 28 RBI. Wines, he didn't get any of that. And he's a little bit ticked off. And he dropped it. But the question is that an infield fly? You got to think about it. Now think about this. That should have been an infield fly for this reason. It was a shortstop. Remember, it doesn't matter where on the field it is. It is an infielder. An infielder camped underneath, first and second, less than 2 outs. It doesn't matter if the ball's in the outfield. Doesn't matter. It's an infielder. It's by position. And it pops out. That's going to be an error. That should have been an out. It should be 2 outs. There's Brian Pena, the catcher. This is to left. It's going to be a hard line drive and a catch. They come home. They throw home. And it is 1-0 Detroit. Maybe. Might be a run that shouldn't have been. And that's going to be 2 outs. Andy Dirks, left fielder. I think that was a controversial play. Dirks to center field. And will they go back? It's back, and this one is caught at the wall. Almost a 3-run shot. They go to the bottom of the second inning. Very controversial. 1-0 lead. Bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Scioscia, Baker, and Monday. Here's Mike Scioscia hitting a .234 for the 1981 Dodgers. And they're going to go, and they finally get that right, as it is fielder to Porcello. 1 out. Here's Dusty Baker. So Dusty Baker now. It's not a perfect game, but that's going to be to right field, way back. And let's see where this goes. It's to the wall, and it is caught at the wall. And Garcia gets it 2 out. Bottom of the second inning. Rick Monday, the left fielder. And Porcello now. That'll be a little number to left field. They're going to run in, but it'll fall for a base hit. And Porcello, they'll go to second, and he is going to be out. They go to second. He tried to be a little greedy. And at the end of 2 innings, it's Detroit 1, LA nothing. Infield fly is a judgment call. Taking a look, Pittsburgh in 1960, another win. They want to get a big lead. Detroit is getting killed. Tampa Bay leading Baltimore. I feel sorry for Baltimore in 66. They're like 41-28 and 6 games out. Houston and Montreal at 81. They're slipping. Seattle winning. They're trying to get up in their division. Houston, big on Montreal. San Francisco over Oakland. In fifth inning, Chicago and Cincinnati. What a disappointment for Cincinnati. Washington Senators 69 against Oakland, top of the fourth. Finals. Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh as 71, 1-0. Oakland beat Toronto 4-2. Boston 7-4 over Milwaukee. It kind of halts them. Pittsburgh beats Houston 2-1. Pittsburgh is 79, gets a game on Houston. The Yankees at 27, they win. And Toronto at 93. They're looking really, really good. Top of the third inning. Here's Austin Jackson. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be to left field, and this might hit the wall. Austin Jackson, it hits the wall. Let's see how far he can go. Jackson will go to second. Austin will go to third. They throw to third, and he'll be in for a stand-up triple. It could have been a stand-up triple, but he has 4 this year. And Jackson triples. Here's Omar Infante. 0 for 1 against Bert Hooton. He struck him out, 1 out. Oh, that's big. Runner on third is a big deal. Jackson in sacrifice position. Here's Miguel Cabrera. 1 on, 1 out. Struck him out, 2 out. Oh, Bert Hooton. Way to go, Bert. And Avisail Garcia, he's 1 for 1. He doubled in the second inning. Top of the third. 2 outs, man on third. And that's going to be to right field. Everybody's going. This is deep. And this one is caught at the wall. And they don't score. A triple with nobody out. And they don't score. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The score, Detroit 1, LA nothing. Rick Porcello. Rick Porcello, very big. You can see Porcello looking good here. 22 pitches, Darryl Thomas, the center fielder. And the pitch struck him out. So Porcello has his second strikeout of the day, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Here's Bill Russell, the shortstop. Bill Russell. And that'll be a hard shot to right field. And a base hit, it'll hit the wall. Bill Russell, and he'll go to second. Russell with the double. They throw to second, and he's safe. And that is Bill Russell. Bottom of the third inning, 1-0. Steve Sachs, he's 0-1. And that'll be on the ground. That'll be 6-3, and that'll be 2 outs. Peralta will throw to fielder. One to nothing, bottom of the third. Bill Russell on second. Here's Steve Garvey. The 03-22 homers, 45 RBI. Pitch high in center field. It'll be a line drive, but it's caught. It's a game of controversy, but the Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Good to see everybody. Let's take a look, and it's Super Bowl tournament. Sire 0329, good to see ya. Super Bowl tournament, good to see ya. Already controversy in this game, as an infield fly was not called judgment-wise, and the ball popped out, allowing the batter runner with 2 outs to be on, and then they ended up scoring. So it was an ugly, sort of crazy thing. Here's Prince Fielder, 279, 11 home runs, 40 RBI, still 1-0. Here's Bert Hooton. and he strikes out fielder, 1 out. It's third strikeout of the day here in the fourth. Detroit is up by 1 game. They're up by 1 game. Here's Peralta, the shortstop. And Peralta, the shortstop, that's going to be strike 3, 2 outs. 2 outs in the fourth inning, and here's Matt Wines, the DH. 0-1, Bert Hooton now. And that'll be to right field, and that one will hit the ground. And this will be around first. They go to second. Oh, that's huge. I mean, every team, this is like hockey, really. Hockey of the late 90s. Where everybody looks like they keep getting offensive, but they can't get any scores. Look at Detroit. Detroit might come back. If Detroit comes back, that would be a miracle. Brian Pena, the catcher now. Here's Pena. That'll be to left field. That's going to be a line drive and caught. And that's going to be the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The score, Detroit 1, LA nothing. While hockey in the late 90s was crazy, you had a lot of shots on goal, but they never went in. And you'll watch a game and say, wow, you know, a lot of shots, but they would never score. And it's the same thing here. You got offense, but nobody's putting it in. Here's Porcello against Pedro Guerrero. That'll be on the ground to first. That'll be easy. 1 out unassisted. Prince Fielder gets out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Ron Cey. Ron Cey is the home run leader in the league. So Cey, that's going to be a high pop fly. Left field, left center. And underneath, they're going to make it out. 2 out. 2 outs. And here's Mike Scioscia. Mike Scioscia, the catcher. That'll be high into left field. Underneath. And that's going to be out number 3. That was easy. Dirks gets it in. We go to the 5th inning. Detroit's controversial run is the only one today. Out of town, Pittsburgh leads 6-5. 2 outs. 1 more out. They win that game. And Minnesota's in trouble. They're already 2 back. Tampa Bay leading in the 8th. Houston big. Houston, Montreal of 81. Seattle, big time for them. Oakland is 72. They got to start winning. Oakland of 01. They got to win. Cincinnati beating Chicago, LA, and San Diego. Some of your finals now. Boston does beat Detroit. What a comeback by Detroit in a false flag. And that's the only new final score. So Andy Dirks, the left fielder. 0 for 1 today, Andy Dirks. Struck him out. That's going to be strike 3, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out. And Austin Jackson. And Jackson to right field. Underneath, and that's going to be a base hit. So 1 on, 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Jackson on first. Here's Omar Infante. Omar Infante, the MVP of the All-Star game. Unbelievable. He strikes out there, 2 out. Raiders Cup championships, my goodness. And here's Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 2. Base hit. So Cabrera to right field. They'll take a look. They throw it in. It'll be first and third now. They're just waiting to blow it open. Avisail Garcia's 1 for 2. In June, he's hitting .327. This is so big. Can Hooton get the out? 2 outs. On the ground. Save the first, and that's it. They go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score. Detroit 1, LA
As you
nothing.
pick your designated driver for this evening, please remember to drink responsibly.
Bottom of the 5th inning, you got Baker, Monday, and Thomas. Steve Garvey's had first run, say to Steve Garvey, the last out there. Rick Porcello is still in, only 46 pitches through 5 innings. That's a swing and a miss there through 4 innings, sorry. It's going to be 1 out. Dusty Baker is 0 for 2. Rick Monday. Monday has one of the 2 base hits today. Let's see what he does here. Monday, high pop fly, center field. This one is nearing the wall. And right there, they make the catch, 2 out. Two outs, and here's Thomas. Harold Thomas 0 for 1. Porcello. Oh, he blooped out 1 foul, but they're going to get underneath and make the catch. At the end of 5 innings of play, it's Detroit 1, LA nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Prince Fielder against Bert Hooton. Bert Hooton is still in. 86 pitches. Prince Fielder, 11 home runs, 40 RBI. And make that 12. I mean, my God, I heard that, and I just looked at that. It's now a home run. That thing went halfway up. It made them a 2-0 here, and that's a big run. That is a big insurance. Didn't you get that feeling? That's why I announced 11 home runs. You get that feeling sometimes. If somebody's going to nail a home run, and that's what happened. Here's Johnny Peralta, the shortstop. That's what I think happened. He's going to strike him out, 1 out. Notice I didn't say his home run total. And Wimes, I don't think he's going to hit a home run. He might ground out. He's 1 for 2. And he struck him out. It'll be 2 out. Bert Hooton is still in. You got that feeling with Prince Fielder. He hit his 12th home run. Here's Brian Pena, the catcher. 0 for 1 today, but he has an RBI, and that's going to be a base hit. He'll get on with a single here in the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. High pop fly. Underneath, they're going to make the catch, 3 out. They go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score, Detroit 2, LA nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, Detroit 2, LA nothing. Bill Russell's 1 for 1. Rick Porcello still pitching in the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to be a pop fly here. LA is not getting anybody on base, really, and that's going to be 1 out. 1 out in Steve Sachs. We got 2 300 hitters here. Steve Sachs, it's now 2-0 Detroit. Detroit with an insurance run. Porcello, and that'll be a base hit. No, it's caught. It's caught. It's Peralta. And Peralta with the catch, 2 out. Oh, what a catch by Peralta. And here's Steve Garvey. 0 for 2. Steve Garvey, 2-0 Detroit. Garvey on the ground. 3rd to 1st, and that's it. Well, that's going to be it there. We go to the top of the 7th, Detroit. I'm not saying dominating, but they have a 2-0 lead. So here we go, Bert Hooton. This will be his 100th pitch in the top of the 7th inning. They got Jackson, Infante, and Cabrera. Jackson on the ground. They throw to first, he's safe. He beats it out. Jackson will be on. Here's Infante. Omar Infante, the Creator Cup All-Star Game MVP. He's 0 for 3, and he'll be on the ground. And a base hit. So Omar Infante's 1 for 4. It'll be second and third. Wait a second, they're coming home. And it's going to be 3-0 Detroit. Bert Hooton has just given up a big run. And a new pitcher, Alejandro Pena, will be in. No record, 19 innings, a 3.32 ERA. Miguel Cabrera late hitting, 316, 6 homers. And hitting 7 through 9. Here's Cabrera, 359, 21 home runs, 54 RBI, down low, and it's going to be ball 4. Garcia, Avisel Garcia, he's hitting 375. One of the better hitters in the league. Roberto Clemente's one of the best. 2 on, nobody out. Pena, this could be 6-4-3. There it is, 6-4-3. Makes it 2 out. In the top of the 7th, Prince Fielder. The first baseman 1 for 2, a home run and an RBI. High into left field. They'll just stand there and take that. 3 out. Enjoy the out-of-town scoreboard. In the 7th inning, Pedro Guerrero's 0 for 2. Guerrero, Say, and Scioscia. They're down 3-0. And Porcello is still pitching. On the ground, a nice play, but it'll hit the ground there. A dive, it'll be a base hit. 3-0 Detroit. And Ron Say, Porcello's only thrown 63 pitches so far. Say at third base. That'll be on the ground. This is 4-6-3 all over it. That wasn't even close. And he threw, but that wasn't even close. Like, seriously.
Please remember to drink responsibly.
2 outs. And everybody quiets down as Mike Scioscia will be on. Porcello is still pitching. And that's going to be ball 4. Scioscia will go to first. The 3-1 pitch is inside. Dusty Baker 0 for 2. He struck out the last time he was up. 11 home runs, 43 RBI. Baker, and that'll be a base hit. Porcello's given up 2 in a row. And it'll be first and second. This is big. Rick Monday, he's 1 for 2. This is really big. Bottom of the 7th inning, the pitch. That's to left field, and oh, what a catch! What a catch! Oh my goodness! And we go to the 8th inning. The score: Detroit 3, LA nothing. Johnny Peralta, shortstop, 0 for 3, 344, 8 home runs, 32 RBI. Alejandro Pena. That's going to be on the ground. 4-3, 1 out. One out, Matt Wimes, the DH. Wimes is 1 for 3 today. And Pena, and strikeout again, 2 outs. LA is pressuring a little bit. I think Detroit is not getting on base now. Brian Pena, the catcher. 1 for 2. Oh, right into the ground. They pick it up. They throw to first. He's safe. And he beats it out. Pena in infield hit, the 10th for Detroit. 2 outs, and here's Dirks. 5 home runs, 29 RBI. That'll be on the ground. That's a 5-4 play at second base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll score Detroit 3, LA nothing. Daryl Thomas is center fielder. Bottom of the 8th inning. 254, 268, and 302. What can the Dodgers do? Bottom of the 8th. And that's the left field quickly, and it'll be 1 out. Thomas 1 out, nobody on. They need a run. They need a run. Here's Bill Russell, the shortstop. And Russell, that'll be a hard in and a base hit. A base hit for Russell, and they'll bring it in. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. Steve Sachs is 0 for 3. 0 for 3 in the day. That'll be the left field, and will it hit? Yes, it will. It'll be 2 on with 1 out. Oh, they gotta worry. Porcello is still pitching. Here's Steve Garvey, 0 for 3. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. And deep to left field. This one is back. This one is gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Look at the fireworks. It's gone. It's gone. It is gone. Oh my goodness, we're tied at 3. Steve Garvey. Oh, we're tied. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Here's Guerrero. Oh my goodness. And he walked. Porcello walks up. My goodness. Smelting down with 1 out. Ron Say, he's 0 for 3. Oh, how big this is. Deep to left field. This one is going to be tied right at the wall. 2 out. And Bruce Rondon, he's 4 and 3, 3.43 ERA. Bruce Rondon, unbelievable. Scioscia, the catcher, the pitch. On the ground, the first, they'll just show a fielder. They go to the 9th. Unbelievable turn of events. Unbelievable. 3-3. Well, it's a little bit of controversy, a little bit of good game. Steve Howe will be in. 27 strikeouts, Steve Howe. 15 saves on the year. But the Dodgers can't get a save. They can only get a win. To right field. And a base hit. Detroit gets 1 on. That's Jackson, the single, 1 on, nobody out. Here's Omar Infante. He's now 1 for 4. His 301st at-bat of the year. And that'll be a little looper and a base hit. He's 2 for 4. He's 2 for 5. Sorry. 2 on, nobody out. Miguel Cabrera. Oh, how big this is. Against Howe. Struck him out, 1 out. It's going to be crazy.
Your designated driver for this evening.
1 out. Travis Garcia, 1 for 4. High and deep to left field. He spanked this one. And this one is now 7 to 4. 6 to 3, sorry. It is now 6 to 3. let me tell you right now that I don't know if I would say the dream is over, but it certainly hurt. Oh, what a home run for Garcia. And a pinch hitter, Torrey Hunter. And that'll be on the ground, very easy. 6-3, and that's it. Well, Steve Howe gave up a 3-run home run, and LA had one in the bottom of the 8th. Can they do it in the bottom of the 9th? It wasn't Steve Howe, it was, I forget who it was for Detroit. So let's see the pitcher. Rondon. Oh, Rondon. Two outs, top of the 9th inning. Here's Johnny Peralta. And that'll be to right field. And underneath. And they're going to make the catch. Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th. What do you do if you're LA but score 3? Drew Smiley will come in. Rondon, that was Steve Howe. It just gave up everything. Sorry about that. Drew Smiley, bottom of the 9th inning, 6-3. Here's Dusty Baker. And Baker, this is to left field. If it's gone, that's a good start. And it is a good start. Dusty Baker, 410 feet. And it is 6-4 now. Oh, they know it. They know. It's the 4. And Davey Lopes now the pinch hitter. 6-4. And Lopes a little looper. And a base hit. The tying run is at home. At 6-4, nobody out. Here's Thomas. If the Dodgers win and they score 3 runs, then they're even in the standings. On the ground, 4, 6, 3, and that hurt. That hurt if you're a Dodgers fan. And Bill Russell, 2 for 3. Smiley trying to get the save.
The swing it up.
Come out and they got it. What a difference. And the final score, Detroit 6, LA 4. For your final. When you take a look at Detroit, yeah, Jackson 4 for 5. Garcia was really good, but Jackson 4 for 5, and Fonte had 2 hits. Garcia with 2, and Pena with 2. The Donuts go to Dirks, the left fielder, 0 for 4. For LA, Baker had 2, Russell had 2. The Donuts go to Thomas Scioscia, but he did walk once, and Ron Cey at third base. We didn't get to see Cey hit a home run. Pitching, Steve Howe took the loss. Oh my goodness, that was pretty bad. He had a bad day, it happens. A 3-run home run with 2 outs, that happens. And Smiley the save with 15. Rondon will get the win. Avisail Garcia with the MVP. Garcia, the 3-run home run. And And that was big. That was huge as Garcia hit the home run. In the ninth inning off Howell, 2 on 1 out actually. There was 1 out. And that was the game. There was a packed house, 50,000 to watch this. A tough loss for LA as they now go down by 2 games. And let's take a look at all of the other. Let's take a look at everything else here. Detroit wins. Let's take a look. The Padres beat the 63 Dodgers. But let's look. Finish today and hit file, save game, and go back and take a look at everything that we have here. There we go. The 79 Pirates won 6-3. That's a big win for them. They led 6-0 and ended up winning the 93 Blue Jays 9-1. That was big. The 27 Yankees win. The 71 Pirates lose. The 04 Red Sox making a push. Other notables, the Pirates beat the 05 Astros. That hurt them. The Tigers in free falling. They're 36-35 now. They lose 10-8. Tampa Bay wins. They're above 500. The 60 Pirates, they beat Minnesota. Minnesota 36-35. Let's see what the White Sox do. The Astros all over the Expos. The Expos beat the Astros in 10. The 81 Expos. The Mariners win. That's a big one. The Senators beat the A's. The 01 A's are in free fall. The 75 Reds, Big Red Machine just can't get it going. We saw the Tigers beat the Dodgers. They now have a 2-game lead in their division. And for the last place in the playoffs in their division. The Padres beat the 63 Dodgers. That was big. The 98 Yankees won. The 77 Rangers beat the 88 Dodgers. The Indians 11-7 over the Mets. The Marlins win. So they're both 35-36. The Orioles 9-3. The Colt 45s 9-1. The White Sox lose. They're 39-32. The Royals 9-8 winners over the 61 Yankees. They can't lose. The 16 Cubs, they're making a run. The Phillies are over 500. They beat the Anaheim Angels. Look out. The Phillies are looking very, very good. The standings. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a 3-game lead over the Dodgers, who have a 2-game lead over Arizona. The Astros in the Bozeman League, a 6-game lead over the Mariners. Mariners have a 1-game lead over the Astros and the Pirates. The Astros have lost 3 straight. Pirates are 1 game back. Remember, we do play tiebreaker games. As you can see, the Tigers now 2 up on the Dodgers and the 04 Red Sox. We're 8-2 in the last 10. They gained 4 games, so there it is. That's a big one. The Bob Stokes League. The 80 Astros and the 64 Phillies have been 1-2 the whole year. The Brainiac Baseball, the Expos. Look at this. The Expos, the Tigers, the A's, and the Rays all did what they need to do to tie themselves up. Another 4-way tie. Baltimore and the New York Mets are tied for their division lead, but the 93 Jays, they're 2 games back. But look at the Cubs and the Phillies. Only 4 back of the playoffs. That's big. That is big. We got 29 to go. The Dodgers and the Yankees, and look at the Brewers. They lost 1 today. That puts them 4 back, but they're pushing hard. They're 1 under. Anaheim lost. The LA lost. Baltimore lost 3 straight. So it's 5 up on the Dodgers and 9 up on the Orioles. How can you be 39-32 and 10 back? That's how good the Dodgers are in the Angels. The Pirates 9 up on the White Sox, who are 3 up on the Twins. So the White Sox still 3-game lead over the Twins in the Slovak Frick League. And the Principals picks, the Pirates are 7-up on the Marlins, and the Indians are tied. They're tied there. So a crazy sort of day. My goodness, Brainiac Baseball League is incredible. All right, check all the standing stats and statistics on my Facebook page. It's good stuff. I'll see everybody later. We have football coming up next. Football, and it should be good. It's the 1966 season. The next week, it's going to be Oakland and Kansas City. We'll see you then.